Let's be honest, blueberries aren't cheap. You buy them as an investment in your health. But that investment could be going right down the drain because of a few common mistakes. It's like buying a high-performance car and putting the wrong fuel in it. Today, we'll make sure you get every penny's worth of health you paid for. I'll show you 3 food combinations that are literally wasting your money and exactly how to protect your investment. That small carton of blue gems in your fridge is a powerhouse. For years, scientists have studied the compounds inside, especially a group of antioxidants called anthocyanins. These are the pigments that give berries their deep blue color, but their function goes far beyond appearance. Research links these compounds to incredible benefits, particularly for men over 60. They're associated with supporting cognitive function, helping keep our minds sharp. They're also connected to heart health, playing a role in maintaining healthy blood pressure and flexible blood vessels. And, critically, they have anti-inflammatory properties. In a world where chronic inflammation is tied to so many health issues, blueberries are a huge advantage. You're already doing the right thing by buying them. The problem is, our modern eating habits have created traps that sabotage that investment. We're not talking about rare foods, but everyday staples in your kitchen right now. When you combine them with your blueberries, you can trigger a reaction that prevents your body from absorbing the very compounds you bought them for. It's a frustrating thought, isn't it? Spending your money on one of the healthiest foods only to have its benefits blocked. If you want to make sure every dollar you spend on your health actually works for you, subscribe so you don't miss these simple, science-backed tips that put you in control. Our goal is to make sure you get the full return on your health investment. Let's start with the most common scenario, breakfast. For many, it involves a bowl of something healthy topped with a scoop of blueberries. It feels like the perfect start. But what's in that bowl with them? Oatmeal? Cereal? The answer could determine whether you got a powerful antioxidant boost or just some expensive fiber. The first and most surprising food that sabotages your blueberries is something most of us have been taught is healthy. It's a classic combination, yet the science is clear this pairing is a big mistake. The first food to avoid with your blueberries is dairy. This means cow's milk, cheese, and most traditional yogurts. I know, it's a shock. A smoothie with yogurt and berries seems like the definition of healthy. But here's what happens on a microscopic level. Dairy products contain a family of proteins called caseins. Blueberries are rich in those powerful antioxidants. The issue is that casein proteins and these blueberry polyphenols have a strong attraction. When they meet in your gut, the casein binds to the antioxidants. Think of casein as a magnet that latches onto the good stuff from the blueberries before your body gets a chance. Instead of those valuable compounds entering your bloodstream to support your brain and heart, they pass through your system, stuck to the dairy protein, largely wasted. Multiple studies have confirmed this. When researchers measure antioxidant levels in people's blood after they eat blueberries alone versus with milk, the results are clear. The presence of milk significantly reduces the bioavailability of the antioxidants. That's a scientific way of saying your body just can't get to them. You experience the taste and get the fiber, but you miss out on the most powerful reason you ate them. It's like finding a winning lottery ticket, then losing it before you can cash it in. So what's the solution? The fix is surprisingly simple. Your first option is to swap your dairy. Instead of cow's milk on your oatmeal, try an unsweetened plant-based milk like almond, oat, or coconut milk. These don't contain casein and won't interfere. The same goes for yogurt. There are excellent coconut or almond-based yogurts that provide a creamy texture without blocking the benefits. But what if you truly enjoy dairy? There's a second solution, and it's all about timing. The key is to separate them. Enjoy your handful of blueberries as a first course or a standalone snack. Give your body about an hour to digest and absorb those polyphenols. Then, later on, have your yogurt or glass of milk. By creating that time gap, you prevent the casein and antioxidants from meeting in your digestive tract. You get the full benefits of both foods without one canceling the other. This simple change alone can dramatically increase the value you get from every blueberry you eat. Now that we've handled the dairy dilemma, let's move to the second saboteur. This one is less about a chemical reaction and more about a fundamental conflict. It's an ingredient so common it's almost invisible. When you add it to your blueberries, you start a biological tug-of-war inside your body, with your health caught in the middle. Remember, a primary reason we eat blueberries is for their powerful anti-inflammatory effects. They help calm the low-grade inflammation that contributes to so many health issues. So, what happens when you combine this anti-inflammatory food with one of the most pro-inflammatory ingredients on the planet? The second food to avoid with your blueberries is refined sugar. This includes table sugar, high fructose corn syrup, and any food loaded with them. When you consume a concentrated dose of sugar, your body responds with an inflammatory cascade. It spikes your blood sugar and insulin, a process that promotes inflammation throughout your body. So, when you sprinkle sugar over your blueberries or eat them in a sugary muffin, you create a paradox. You take one step forward with the anti-inflammatory berries and 2 steps back with the pro-inflammatory sugar. It's like trying to put out a fire with a bucket of water while someone else pours gasoline on it. The sugar's negative effect can overwhelm the subtle positive effect of the blueberries. You're not just wasting their potential, you're actively working against it. The problem is that sugar is sneaky. It's hidden in so many foods we pair with blueberries. Think of pre-sweetened yogurts, where a small container can pack more sugar than a candy bar. Think of the maple syrup on pancakes or the blueberry jam loaded with sugar. In all these cases, the inflammatory hit from the sugar undermines the very reason you're eating the fruit. How do we fix this? Let the blueberries be the star. They have a wonderful natural sweetness. Start by retraining your palate to appreciate it. Try your oatmeal or plain yogurt with just blueberries and maybe a sprinkle of cinnamon, which can also help with blood sugar regulation. You might be surprised at how sweet it is on its own. If you absolutely need more sweetness, there are smarter choices. A few drops of pure liquid stevia or a sprinkle of monk fruit can provide that sweet taste without the inflammatory spike. They don't interfere with the blueberries' benefits. The goal is to make the blueberries the primary source of sweetness. This allows their anti-inflammatory compounds to work unopposed and helps lower your overall sugar intake, one of the best things you can do for your long-term health. By breaking the sugar habit, you unleash the full power of your blueberries. It's a win-win that costs you nothing. So, we've learned to separate our blueberries from dairy and to avoid the sugar trap. But a third saboteur is closely related to sugar, though it often flies under the radar. It's the foundation of many foods we associate with blueberries, from breakfast pastries to desserts. This food might not taste overtly sweet, but it acts just like sugar once inside your body. It creates the same inflammatory conflict, neutralizing the good work your blueberries are trying to do. This saboteur hides in plain sight in the very structure of our food. The third food to avoid with your blueberries is refined carbohydrates. Specifically, this means things made with white flour. Think of that classic coffee shop blueberry muffin, a blueberry scone, or pancakes made from a standard mix. These foods seem like a great way to get your fruit, but the refined flour works directly against your health goals. Here's why. Refined flour has been stripped of its fiber and nutrients, leaving a simple starch that your body digests almost instantly. It converts to glucose or blood sugar incredibly fast. Your body processes the starch in a plain muffin almost as quickly as it processes pure table sugar. The result is the exact same inflammatory spike in blood sugar and insulin. So even if a muffin is advertised as low sugar, if it's made with white flour, it's still creating a pro-inflammatory environment. You're once again putting your blueberries in a position where they have to fight against the very food they're mixed with. The anti-inflammatory benefits are canceled out. You're not getting the brain-boosting, heart-helping effects you paid for. You're getting a blood sugar spike with some expensive blue specks. The solution is to embrace whole foods.
Instead of having blueberries in a processed, refined product, pair them with complex carbohydrates that still have their fiber intact. Fiber is key because it slows down digestion, preventing that rapid spike in blood sugar. Instead of a white flour muffin, have your blueberries with a bowl of steel-cut oats. Instead of white flour pancakes, try a recipe using buckwheat or almond flour. Or, the simplest and often best solution is to eat them by the handful, on their own. When you pair blueberries with whole, unprocessed foods, you create a synergy. The fiber in the whole food helps stabilize your blood sugar, which creates the perfect, calm, anti-inflammatory environment for the blueberries' antioxidants to work. You're not just avoiding a negative, you're creating a positive. This is how you truly get your money's worth. We've now covered the 3 things to avoid: dairy, sugar, and refined carbs. By sidestepping these combinations, you've already protected your investment. But what if we could take it one step further? Is there a food you could add to your blueberries to actually enhance their benefits? It turns out there is. After learning what to subtract, let's talk about what to add. This is the maximizer tip, a simple pairing that can help your body absorb even more of the goodness locked inside each berry. The simple trick to maximize your blueberry benefits is to pair them with a source of healthy fat. This might sound wrong, as many of us were taught to avoid fat. But science has shown that the right fats are essential for health, and particularly for nutrient absorption. Here's how it works. Many vital nutrients in plants, including some vitamins and antioxidant compounds, are fat-soluble. This means they need fat to be properly absorbed into your bloodstream. Fat acts like the delivery truck for these nutrients. Without it, some valuable compounds might just pass right through you. While the primary anthocyanins in blueberries are water-soluble, blueberries also contain other beneficial fat-soluble vitamins, like vitamin K.
Pairing them with a healthy fat ensures you're getting the complete package of benefits the berry has to offer. And thankfully, this is an easy and delicious rule to follow. What does this look like? It's as simple as adding a small handful of walnuts or almonds to your bowl of blueberries and oatmeal. Walnuts are a particularly great choice, as they are also a fantastic source of omega-3 fatty acids, excellent for brain health. You could also sprinkle chia seeds or ground flax seeds into a blueberry smoothie. These seeds are packed with healthy fats and fiber. Or, if you're having a salad, toss in some blueberries and dress it with a high-quality extra virgin olive oil. The oil provides the healthy fat needed to help absorb nutrients from both the berries and the greens. A small amount is all you need. By making this one simple addition, you go from protecting your investment to actively maximizing its return. Now, I know some of you might have questions. It's natural, especially when this advice challenges long-held beliefs. One common question is about Greek yogurt. Many of us eat it for its high protein and probiotics. Does it also block blueberry benefits? The honest answer is, it's likely. Greek yogurt is still a dairy product high in casein protein. While its fermentation process is beneficial for your gut, it doesn't remove the casein. So that binding effect is probably still happening. If you love Greek yogurt, the timing solution is your best strategy. Eat your blueberries, wait an hour, then enjoy your yogurt. That way, you get the best of both worlds. Another common question is about fresh versus frozen blueberries. The good news is that frozen blueberries are just as nutritious. They are typically flash frozen at peak ripeness, which locks in their nutrients. In some cases, depending on how long fresh berries have sat in the store, frozen can even be slightly more potent. Frozen berries are also more affordable and available year-round, making them a fantastic, practical choice. The key is to check the package for added sugar. You just want the plain frozen fruit. So feel confident using them, knowing you're getting all those powerful benefits. Finally, what if you have a sensitive stomach? For a small number of people, the skin and seeds in berries can be tough on the system. If that's you, try starting with a smaller portion. You can also try cooking the blueberries, for example by stirring them into hot oatmeal. The heat helps break down some fiber, making them easier to digest. While some heat-sensitive nutrients might be slightly reduced, the majority of the powerful polyphenols are very stable and will survive. The most important thing is to listen to your body. Find the way of eating them that works for you. Let's bring it all together. The goal isn't perfection, it's being mindful. It's understanding that how we combine our foods matters. You made a smart choice to bring blueberries into your life. Now you have the knowledge to make sure that choice pays off. We identified the 3 saboteurs: dairy with its binding casein, sugar with its inflammatory conflict, and refined carbohydrates, which act just like sugar. But we also learned how to maximize our investment by adding a simple hero, a healthy fat like walnuts or almonds to help with nutrient absorption. The next time you reach for that carton of blueberries, you'll know exactly how to protect your investment. The simplest change you can make today is to try eating a handful on their own, or with a few nuts as a snack. Just experience them as a whole food without interference. If you found this practical approach to health valuable, hitting that like button and subscribing ensures more people get access to information that respects their intelligence and their wallet. Stay smart, stay active, and keep moving forward.